Welcome back. This time we're going to be doing the Sword of Jarl, which you can acquire from this gentleman right here. He's located in the Linnell Marketplace, kind of the main area, the main district. And I'm not going to read you his dialogue. Instead, I'm going to slowly skip over it, and if you want to read it, you can pause it. But I'm going to explain why it's so important to take this guy's dialogue boxes seriously. This dialogue box, as I'm using it right now, actually has the chance to ruin this quest for this save permanently. And you're about to see why. He's going to ask us to do his quest, and it defaults to no. Now, if you were to select no, even if you were to talk to Jarl a second time and say you will help him, the NPC we're supposed to go hunt down, Lord Korel, will never spawn again. He will never spawn on that save if you select no at this point. So you need to be sure to select yes. Agree to help Jarl, and now Lord Korel will spawn in the same area that Zane spawns in. So once you track Lord Korel down, it's just going to be another one of these empty grassland areas. He's actually kind of a tough customer, simply because he has a tremendous amount of accuracy and HP. It's going to take a while to bring him down. So you're going to want to alternate between your characters to make sure you can basically... You want to deny him as many turns as possible, because there's no bargaining with Korel. He's gonna talk down to you like the peasants you are immediately, and pretty much threaten your life. Defeat me in combat, and look a hand over the sword. Easy. As you can see early on, Korel can pose a challenge, simply because if you haven't invested any of your weapon skills, you're gonna have pretty low accuracy against him. He blocks with his shield, he ducks out of the way. He's just frustrating. One of the simplest ways you can deal with him is to just buy a bunch of meteor scrolls for like 75 gold each before coming here, and just spam them at him. Because he's weak against both blunt and fire, it annihilates him. It really is just a battle of patience. Patience and timing. Well, at least it turns out the fireball effect on this unique sword is actually kind of useful every once in a while. Sure, it probably does more damage to me than Korel has, but whatever, neat, unique spell weapon, and it hits him pretty hard. I'll take it. Gotta get his attention. If he keeps wailing on Joseph when he's got no AP, he'll probably bring him down. And there he goes. So here's the sword. Let's grab it. Now that trial is over, let's go ahead and head back to Linnell. So I just want to press upon the fact that even if you miss out on this quest because you accidentally glitched your save, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of a disappointment if you like using axe weapons. The axe this guy gives you is surprisingly good. Even in Vanilla Summoner, it has a tremendous amount of reliable slashing DPS. So that's great. Oh, there he is. We are, however, on the wrong side of the road, so let's go ahead and hand this in. I have not recovered the fee, but I do have the sword.
I am a clever one.
Oh, yeah. Lord Korel is a mighty warrior, and it did take a fool to attack. But in the end, justice was served, and I'll show you the Medivh hatchet. Because it's probably what you're going to put on Jakar for the first good portion of having him. Once you unlock Jakar, there's no reason not to give him this. Because it does a whopping 60 damage. That's more than the longswords do, at the cost of a little bit of speed. And it's got such a low heavy arms requirement that it's great. Fantastic quest reward. It's definitely worth doing. Just remember to say yes when he asks you if you're willing to help.